Hello everybody, my name is David. Thank you for watching this self-introduction video. I've had quite a bit of experience in teaching IELTS in particular. As an Australian, our education system prefers IELTS over other English language tests at present. I've had experience in Japanese vocational colleges, teaching general English and also academic English related to IELTS academic and IELTS general testing as well. I also have experience at Thai universities teaching academic English using a lot of IELTS academic content for those courses, and I also have worked at vocational colleges in Australia. Again, IELTS was the main focus there. Not only do I have experience teaching IELTS, but I've also written my own course where a lot of the content I've used is from Australian providers such as IELTS Online through Morrow University and E2 Language as well. I also am the only person who has ever got the accreditation and licensing to run an Australian government Australian government accredited TESOL training program in Japan. That was the certificate for and diploma of TESOL. I've also used IELTS to help students better understand their progress by using the categories of IELTS and giving them feedback and reviews based on how they've performed, not just in the testing, but also IELTS related content and how they've performed with that. And my approach to teaching IELTS is that it's very important, first of all, to develop a good relationship with the student and allow them to speak freely their own mind, discuss strengths and weaknesses that I find as a native English speaker when they are learning the language, but also make sure that the sessions we have and the lessons we have are interactive. Their opinion is just as valid as mine, if not more. And I find that this approach and this maybe less formal approach is very helpful with students who are struggling to get that extra 1 point from 4 to 5 or 5 to 6 in order to get to a quality Australian academic institution like many Japanese students would like to do. I find this approach really helps and is something that I think I incorporate into my teaching whenever I have a chance to. Some of my personal goals are, number one, right now I'm a HDR student, higher degree of research, potentially leading to a PhD in education and digital transformation. It's very important to understand that the future is digital, and not a digital education and tools that students can use outside of the traditional classroom for learning, and how these digital technologies can benefit students. They're going to be very much a part of the future, as much as they are a part of the current classroom situation. As we've just seen in Japan, they've just introduced computers into the public schools where students are using computers a lot more. So it's going to be the complementary services that are going to help students as long as they're still going into the classroom and learning with a teacher. That's always going to be very important, but how we're going to help them outside of the classroom and also with digital applications in the classroom, how these are going to be used, and also what they are going to be made up of, what they are going to comprise. This is also very important because there's a lot of technologies out there, but which ones are going to be most beneficial to students? So in the long term, in my research, that is where I'm going, and I would like to be able to continue this while in Japan. Some of my strengths would definitely be that I have over 15 years of experience at all levels of education and training. This includes vocational colleges, universities, and even just small language schools in Japan, in Kagoshima, where I spent a number of years. Also, being outside of Japan, Australia, Thailand, moving around in these countries, I've become a little bit more adaptable and flexible to different situations. Different cultures call for different ways of doing things and different understandings. And this has really helped me to sort of broaden my own ideas of what should be. Depending on the cultural context, things can change. And not only are we talking about just Japan or Thailand, it's actually different regions as well. There's different contexts of how we should look at things. Technology. One of my strengths is using as much technology as possible as needed. I'm very comfortable with it, very comfortable with researching it, thinking about it, running tests, surveys, and seeing how it influences or helps people to improve their learning opportunity, and then using it in specific contexts where it can be deemed useful for learners and for teachers as well. Another strength of mine is that I am doing a research degree, so I am able to read the latest research journals and articles on what is working for some people and what is not working for other people, and potentially being able to use this information to assist in the classroom, but not only just in the classroom, but with other teachers, how they would feel about this change and what they think about this new area of research. Could it help with their students? That's very important as well. And so they're my strengths. One of my weaknesses is that as I am TESOL qualified and I'm accredited and licensed to run TESOL training, teacher training in Japan, and Thailand for that matter, I do find that some of my ways, some of what I would call the template ways of doing things may not be suitable to others. That doesn't mean that it's not flexible and can't be adapted. It's just that it's how I've done things, and I can make those templates available to anybody who's interested in them. You never know, they might actually be helpful. And here's another big one. I spend about 3 hours a day at the gym. I'm 6'2", 188 centimeters. Without shoes, I'm 99 kilograms and very low body fat. I love going to the gym all the time. I don't know if this is really a weakness, but it means that I'm always thinking about going to the gym. And I think that's a good thing. A healthy body is a healthy mind, and it really is very good for discipline. But I try to get there as much as possible. So I'm not going to be available for long periods of overtime and things like that. I'll try to get everything done within the time, within the standard working time frame. But they're the weaknesses I think I have, and I'm not too sure what else I could mention right now, but I'm sure I'll think of something very shortly. It's a nice day to be outside here. So what I think people would say about me is that I can be very helpful. I have a lot of templates, a lot of content resources that I've kept over the years that people might find very helpful. I have a really good set of lesson planning templates that are really for Australian government accredited courses and training programs that I have given to other people as well, and they've found them helpful, some of them anyway. These are the kind of things that people would say that I provide them with things that they can use, and I really don't mind doing that, even if it's all of my stuff that I've used and made myself. I believe that people can add to it and contribute to it and really add to the value of not just the lessons, but the content and the resources available. And at the end of the day, you've got to work together and collaborate together and communicate together, which I think are really helpful. And I think those are the kind of things that people would say about me, is that I really do like it if we're able to communicate in a team environment, work together, collaborate to really bring out the best in each other. I think that's what people would say. So, howdy. Just finished at the gym. So, I do have experience learning a second language and third language. 日本語は大丈夫ですよね。だけど今タイにいますので、日本語で日本語を喋るチャンスはあんまりないね。So, I would like to be back in Japan. It's been an interesting experience in Thailand, but I think that I'm much more suited to Japan and would like the opportunity to go back and actually do some things more than just language teaching, because language teaching in itself, you've got to experience the language, you've got to step into it. So I would like to be also involved in things like fitness training, personal training, even training with little kids, just using the second language, using it in the context of a daily exercise and activities that we do. That would be very important. And also to potentially involve teacher training as well, which I've been involved in Japan. These things are going to add value to any business or institution that sees me fit to work with them. So I'm hopeful that there might be an opportunity to go back to Japan, and I'd really appreciate that. So anyway, I better go. It's getting a bit dark here. So have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching this video. And if you have any questions, queries, just contact me and let me know. Okay. Better go. Bye for now.